Arsenal 4, Wigan 1. The Gunners are through to the last 16 of the FA Cup. And the quadruple hopes, they're still alive. That is if you are one of those people that believe in those type of things. But this game, it was pretty straightforward. If Arsenal didn't get the win, it would have been an absolute embarrassment. So we first off got to congratulate the boys on a professional performance. Get the job done. And in all honesty, the game was over in 27 minutes. It only took 27 minutes to put this Wigan side to the sword. We had Eze moving like he was KDB. He was moving like KDB in his prime, slicing and dicing that Wigan defence open. You have Madueke getting on the score sheet, scoring in back-to-back games. I'm not sure if that's the first time he's done that in the Arsenal shirt, back-to-back games. 2 starts, 2 goals. And that's what we want to see from Madueke. These are the little things that we've been critical of. Where's the end product? Martinelli getting on the score sheet. Finally finished with his left foot. It's like he learned from the other day. And he's also become, I think they said, only the second player the second player for Arsenal to get double digits in cup competitions. And he's 2 away from Ian Wright's record of 12th. And that is in cup competition. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of positives to pick out from today's performance. People say, oh, yes, it's only Wigan. We know that. But you just want to see something different. And I was glad to see Arteta experiment. Of course, Calafiori went off. He went off because he got injured in the warm-up. So he weren't able to start. Was looking forward to seeing Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield. But then Bukayo Saka was the replacement. And Bukayo Saka played in that midfield. And we got to be honest, that was probably like the best he's looked all season. He looked very good. Yes, the opposition, but it's just the positions he was picking up. The nutmeg. Yeah, I like this version of Saka. He weren't just stuck on that right wing. He was very involved in the play. They clattered him a few times. And maybe this is going to be a new option. Let me know, people. Do you want to see Saka more as a right centre midfielder? Zubimendi, Rice and Saka? Because Odegaard's not cutting it. Eze, he looked very good today, but we've seen in the league he's not cutting it. Maybe that's what we go with. Something totally different, a wild card. Because Havertz is injured. We've seen Havertz and Gyökeres, that looked good. But this front 5, looked amazing, especially a low block. I couldn't believe Arteta took the handbrake off. So you got to praise Arteta as well, because it was very easy to say, okay, Miles Lewis-Skelly left back, I'm going to go with Zubimendi and Norgard. But he tried something different, and I think most of us were very, very pleased with what we saw. The interchanging, the patterns of play, the creativity was all on display. And maybe we might be able to see this in the Premier League. Maybe if we're chasing a game and we need to try something different, maybe this is something that we could see. Because against Brentford, he took off Madueke for Saka. But now we can see they can both play together on that right-hand side. This was something that I think most fans never actually thought of. There probably is one that probably suggested this, but big up to you if that's you. But I never really thought about this option, but yeah. Would it work away from home against a very dangerous side that's, say, not necessarily a low block team? I don't know. I don't know. But is Saka any less of a defensive liability than Odegaard? I'd say, to me, Saka puts in more graft. What we had in previous seasons, Odegaard's the leader of the press, so you'll lose that, but you gain something with Saka. Then if Madueke is able to pick up form, he can go there. So there's at least options. That's what I'm saying anyway. Another player we got to give, well, there's actually two. So Marley Salmon, congratulations. I think that's his home debut in the FA Cup. I think he played against Portsmouth. So, or he was in the Champions League, maybe against Kyra. But either way, congratulations to Marley Salmon getting some minutes. And also Charlie Setford came on for the last 5 minutes. He had to make a catch and he made it look straightforward. You know, they tried to put it in the mix of the Wigan players. They tried to do the Stoke, Brentford tactics, but he stood up to his job and done what needed to be done. The majority of this game, especially the second half, there was no real threat from Wigan. Gyökeres came on for Saka, I think it was, and Trossard for Madueke, and Gyökeres probably had the only real clear-cut chance of the second half. He hit the post. Did he hit the post? I think he hit I think he hit the post anyway, but the second half was probably a bit boring, but that first half was scintillating, and I'm sure everyone that went to the game enjoyed themselves. But Wednesday, we move on to Wolves. That's the game that matters. And who are we going to get in the next round of the FA Cup? Are you like me and say, just give us another home tie against, Macclesfield, Mansfield, Burton, whoever's still left in it, because there's quite a lot of sides that are bang average. Well, not necessarily bang average, but just League One, League Two. We've even got a non-league side, so there's a lot of teams that you'd favour, even if you was away from home. The only thing is just maybe the journey. But you'd want one of those lower sides down the table. And also, you'd hope that maybe you get a Liverpool versus City, Newcastle versus Chelsea, just so that it knocks out more of the competition. The less sides that are more dangerous to face, the clearer your route becomes. But people, make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 2K. Peace.